Spotted, two voices with stories to tell. France, the serene soul with big dreams. And Yuri, the fearless and unapologetic force of nature, are taking the mic. Welcome to the B-Side. Expect raw conversations, heartfelt advice, and a safe space to let it all out.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the B-Side podcast. I am your co-host, Franz.
And Yuri.
Ayan, and we are very excited for this episode. Very juicy, very, alam mo yan, malaman. Because actually, hindi lang kami dalawa on this podcast today. And this is such a milestone. We have our very first guest on the pod. So, Yuri, do the honors and introduce our guest.
Okay. So, ang first guest namin for today is my college best friend na hindi na nakatira sa US? Na hindi na nakatira sa Philippines ngayon, and she's based in the US. She's also a business owner in the US, which itatakel natin yan next time. But for now, ang ating topic muna na i-share niya wholeheartedly is yung misconceptions about migrating abroad. So, para dun sa mga interested kung ano ba, paano ba mag-migrate? Kasi ayoko dun sa Pilipinas. I mean, sino ba? Ikaw ba?
Ako galing na ako dyan, pero here I am.
Ayun na nga. So, we will tackle everything about the visas, the process, and kung ano bang kailangan nyo para papasukin kayo ng IO dun para sa second gate. So, yun. Kung magdadala ba kayo ng yearbook o ng scrapbook, we will know everything about that. So, please welcome our first guest, Mrs. Cha Takad.
Mrs. Cha, hello! Welcome to the pod.
Introduce yourself again.
Ay, naku. Mr. College. Hi, I'm Cha. That's it. In the US. I moved here 5 years ago, actually. So I've been here for 5 years now. I moved here 2019, right before the pandemic. Luckily. So, yeah. And I do have a business here. And they said in their last episode, it is hard here. It's not that easy. So, sobrang daming misconceptions na, kasi ibang bansa na siya sa buhay. No. So, we're just gonna clear things up today.
So, what can you say, dun muna tayo sa pinakaunang process. So, nung nagsa-start ka pa lang, like, mag-a-apply kayo ng visa for that, di ba hindi pa naman kayo married ni Jans noon? So, ano yung mga naging struggles and paano nyo na overcome yung struggles na yun before ka mapunta dyan?
Kasi Jans moved here 2015. So, 2017, after our graduation, I tried applying for a tourist visa. I got denied twice.
And you paid for that, no? Bayad yun.
I did.
How much yung cost
nun?
nun?
To apply, you have to pay. So, it's $160 per application.
$160. Lalagay na lang namin yung computation dito, ha? Kasi medyo bobo says sa math.
Breakdown na lang here.
Add ko na lang. Okay, anyway.
Mag-breakdown pag pinag-breakdown.
Okay, so $160 yun per application.
Per application. And, yun na nga, it's not guaranteed that you'll get the visa. Doesn't matter if you pay for it or not. It's not guaranteed. So, I got denied twice. And, so, whatever. Kasi I was just gonna go here just to attend his graduation for boot camp. Kasi nga, he enlisted in the Marine Corps. That's why he moved here. So, like, okay, whatever. We're just gonna wait. And when we save up and we're more stable enough, we can just get the fiancé visa. So, that's what we did. We got the fiancé visa. So, yun yung napapanood nyo yung 90-day fiancé. So, that's it. That's what we applied for. So,
iba yun? Mas higher ba ang chances na ma-approve ka to visit US if naka-fiancé visa?
naman, pero kasi ang ginawa namin, fiancé visa, so that means magmamigrate na ako talaga dito. Like,
You have the
Petition
intention
ako.
to stay also.
Okay.
Like that.
Okay.
Intention to get married and stay here.
Okay.
So, ganun yung nangyari. Kasi yung sa tourist visa, like, parang, it's just an extent, or like a period of time lang eh.
Yeah.
And you're just here for a tour. And
And
you need to give them like an itinerary, what are you gonna do here, where are you staying, so yung mga ganon. So what we did was we just waited, and then after his bootcamp graduation, and like we both saved up, kasi nag-work din ako dyan eh, sa Philippines eh. So we started the fiancé visa petition, and I think that took us like less than a year to finally go through everything, did my medical, the interview. It was stressful because they even got back to us like, we need more proof that you guys are legitimate. It's a legitimate relationship, and that you have the intent to get married when you move to the US.
Huy, alam mo, they're high school lovers, ha?
Yeah, I was actually
Yeah.
gonna ask like how long na silang boyfriend,
Sobrang
girlfriend.
tagal na.
High school. So like ilang years na in
Baby pa
total? Baby pa pala.
Because we met 2009, so that was first year high school.
My gosh.
But
yeah.
we didn't start dating till 2013, right after high school graduation. Kasi he didn't really tell me that he liked me since first year high school.
Si,
His
ano
best
kasi, no?
friend told me.
Oo, si Yans kasi, para dun sa mga hindi nakakaalam. Well, of course, since best friend nga kami ni Cha, madalas nakikita at nakakasama namin si Yans for lunch o kaya minsan kapag susunduin niya si Cha kasi si Yans is Lasal tapos si Cha is
Lasal.
LPU. Tapos uuwi silang Bacoor. Imagine ha,
Yes, grabe
Dasma
Cavite,
and then
ano?
Gentry tapos
Yeah.
uuwi sila Bacoor.
Nag-round trip.
Oo. So, si Yans kasi is tahimik. And if makikita mo siya, not everybody will get him talaga. Kasi hindi siya yung outspoken na katulad daming dalawa ni Chana. Parang nandun ka pa lang sa kabilang kanto, rinig mo na nagtatawanan kami. Ganon. Hindi siya ganon. They're complete opposite. So, anyway, let's get back to it.
Okay.
So, yun nga, he didn't really tell me that he liked me since first year high school. His best friend was the one that told me that he liked me, pero he just told me no fourth year na kami. So, as in, graduate na kami before he told me. So, we started dating, like, we became official literally the day after high school graduation. Kasi sabi ni mommy sa akin, hintayin ko daw makagraduate bago ako mag-boyfriend. Hindi niya naman clarify kung high school o college. So,
Correct. My gosh.
High school.
Magaling.
Ayun.
At least.
Diba? At least naghintay ako after
Yes.
mag-graduate. Na high school nga lang. So, ayun.
Wala naman siya sinabing after college eh.
Wala, sabi niya lang after graduation. So,
Very good.
tapos, ayun nga, he moved here from 16 to enlist in the military. So, before he left, actually, tinanong siya ni mommy kung ano yung intent niya sa akin. Like, maghihintay ba ako? Or babalik ba siya? Yung ganon. Para lang masiguro ni mommy na baka naman naghihintay ako sa wala. Or just so we don't waste each other's time.
Ang sweet din naman ni mommy,
ayan,
no?
Nagsabi naman sa...
Bunso kasi
Nagsabi
siya.
din naman sa...
Okay.
And only girl.
Nakakapot lang babae.
Yes.
Princess.
Siya ang bebe. Actually, bebe yung yung nickname niya talaga.
Okay, hi, bebe.
Yun talaga.
Yun talaga
Hindi lang
yung
yun
nickname
yung
niya.
tawagan namin nung college. Yun talaga,
Oo, yun talaga yung
tawag
nickname
sa
niya.
Kaya pala, okay.
Tapos, ayun, tas super layo pa nung agwat ko sa mga kuya ko. Kaya as in, super protective. But yeah, nagtanong talaga si mami sa kanya. Tapos, nagsabi naman siya, sabi niya, it's either babalat ka sa Philippines or kukunin niya ako. Kung anong mas madali. So, yun na nga, kinuha niya ako. And I was only 22. Or, I mean, we were 21 when we started the process. So, when I left February 2019, I was only 22. So, I moved here by myself. As in, first, out of the country ko, nang ako lang mag-isa yung umalis talaga. So, I went through immigration, everything, all of that, nang ako lang. And, Yeah, it was a weird process kasi sobrang gastos niya. Hindi siya biro. Hindi biro talaga yung gastos.
Mm-hmm.
As in, yung application, I don't know if I'm remembering all of this correctly. Hindi na ako sure iba na din yung prices ngayon. But I think
Wala pa
just
recession
for
eh.
my medical. So, pero I think even just for my medical, it was already $200. Medical
Damn.
pa lang yun. And I was there at like sa St. Luke, basta sa Manila. I was there at 4 a.m. I finished siguro mga 3 p.m. na.
And that's just for medical,
Medical lang yun. And then for the interview, I was there siguro 6 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And dun sa embassy kasi, sa US embassy dyan sa Philippines, bawal ka magdala ng phone. So my phone was with my mom. So si mommy nasa labas lang siya. She was just waiting for me kasi bawal din ako magsama sa loob. So mommy, she was just waiting outside. And it was funny pa kasi Jans even called, he was trying to call me kasi he was in boot camp at that time. He was trying to call me, tapos si mommy yung nakasagot, and then mommy said, she's inside. Like, she's inside the embassy for the interview. So, ayun, syempre kinabahan si Jans, ganyan. But that was his only phone call for like 3 months. Kasi nga sa bootcamp siya.
Oh
That
my
was his
gosh.
only phone call, and I was inside and I didn't get to answer the call.
Girl,
si
look
Mami
at me. I
nakausap niya.
have goosebumps. So parang hindi ko in-expect. Parang like the things you do for love. Grabe yung
True.
balahibo ko right now. Yeah, and then what
Kasi
happened?
yung bootcamp niya kasi, 3 months yun eh, sa Marine Corps. So, 3 months yun na, as in, no contact at all. We did snail mail, as in letters lang. And so, from the US to the Philippines, super tagal bago namin
Tough love
nakukuha
is not
yung
for
letters.
me. Wala akong pasensya magsulat.
Call me
Kahit
old school.
dati.
Pero ang sweet pa din talaga ng handwritten
Kahit
letters,
dati,
diba?
pag nakita mo yung notebook ko sa notebook niya. Notebook niya, gamit ko pang review. Alam mo, yung
Shared
mga,
resource pala, no?
kasi meron ako sa notebook ko, drawing lang. So anyway,
Ako,
na nga.
pagsipagan ako nun magsulat.
Oo, ganda
Kasi
pa
yun,
sulat
so,
niya. May design pa.
Yung journal. So, ayun, for letters kami for 3 months. So, I mean, that helped kasi nung nag-file na kami for petition, nagamit namin yung lahat ng letters na yun as proof na legitimate yung relationship. So, yeah, super gastos, super habang process. But luckily, when I got here, parang wala lang. Tapos, when I did my green card interview, super dali lang. Kasi, I mean, I was really scared. Kasi, may couple doon na, may kasama pa silang attorney, may kasama silang lawyer, and they got denied. So, nung lumabas sila, kasi we got there really early. We were there at like 9 a.m. Tapos, kasi akala namin it's like the Philippines. Kapag sinabing 11 a.m. yung appointment mo, kailangan mong pumunta ng 9 a.m. So, akala namin ganon. So, pumunta kami ng 9 a.m. Kahit na sinabi sa amin na 11 a.m. pa yung appointment namin. So, we were just waiting there for 2 hours. So, nakita namin everyone coming and going, and this couple got denied. And they have a lawyer. So, like, what? Are you gonna get denied too for my green card? So, we were so nervous. And then when we got inside, it was so easy. It was like 5 minutes. And he really just asked me, what's my name? Where we live right now? What's his job? Or like the military, like ano unit niya, like all that stuff. And that was it. And then he asked me if I want to know kung bakit ako na-deny sa tourist visa ko twice. So, like, yeah, of course. I mean, we wasted hella money for that. Of course, I want to know why. So, sabi niya, kasi we mentioned na we're engaged. So, parang for them, if I go here for a tour, we might get married. And
Okay.
adjust my status here. So yung parang gano'n, yung parang they're just scared na mag-TNT.
Okay.
So, ayan ha, lesson learned. Na first lesson, if you have a fiancé or a boyfriend na gusto mong mag-migrate with them, better just be honest na lang. Diba?
Yeah,
Instead of
totoo.
pretending na siguro yun talaga ang factor. At least sinabi nila sa'yo, yan, lesson na ha,
Yeah,
maging honest
actually,
na kayo.
usually, parang di naman din talaga generally
Yes.
sinasabi yung mga reasons. Pero, baka mabait yung,
They really don't.
yung nag-interview sa inyo.
Mm-mm.
They really don't. Kasi pag nandun ka talaga sa US Embassy, yung interview na yon, yung sa consul, they're just gonna say, we can't give you a visa right now. That's it. Or, okay, you gotta pay. That's it. They're not gonna give you any other explanations. You can't even ask. They're not gonna say anyway.
Okay po, thank you. Ganun na lang.
That's it. That's it. You can't
Okay.
really ask. You just have to follow it and like, whatever. So, yung dito na, nung nandito na kami for my green card interview na, that's when he told us. Kasi it was really just us in a room and then he just asked for like all the proof, yung lahat ng meron kami, lahat ng papers namin. He even showed him yung letters from boot camp. And then what told him was when we showed him yung invitation from our high school graduation na as in halos magkatabi yung name namin. So that was it. He just made a copy of that. So I was like, okay, so it is a legitimate relationship. So yeah, that's how I got my green card. But it doesn't end there. Kasi yung green card na yun, it was only valid for 2 years. Kasi for fiancé visa, it's only valid for 2 years. So technically, it's like a conditional status. After 2 years, you have to reapply to remove the conditions of your visa or your green card so you can get the permanent resident status. And that'll give you like 10 years. Then for fiancé visa kasi, after you've been here for like 3 consecutive years, you can apply for a citizenship na. So I did my removal of conditions after 2 years, and then I got extensions kasi nga that was during COVID. So now I have my 10-year green card, but anytime I can apply for the citizenship, but that's gonna cost us a lot again. So I think right now that's about $750 just to apply for the citizenship, and you have to take a test.
That's, I think, more or less 30 to 40,000 in pesos. Right?
Yeah. Pero is
And
that
application
like,
pa lang yun.
citizenship na yan, diba?
It's an application. Yes.
Yeah, application pa lang yun. So,
Wala
it
naman
doesn't
na
really
deadline.
guarantee you to be approved again, di ba?
Kasi you have
Costly
to take the
pa rin.
test. Like, may
Mm-mm.
interview kung like yung knowledge mo about the governmental system or right now.
okay.
Eto,
Like it
this
depends
is,
on what state you're in.
yeah, this is something, I saw on TikTok, dun sa mga, nakapag-asawa ng AFAM. I'm not degrading kung nakapag-asawa kayo ng AFAM, okay? So, this is something I saw lang, na kapag mag-apply sila ng citizen visa in the US, merong, exam about the US history, government, even yung, ano ba doon? Yung national
That's for
anthem.
the citizenship.
Oo,
That's for the
yun.
citizenship.
Totoo yun. Oo, kasi may
That's for the
nakita ko
citizenship.
si,
Doesn't matter if
si Bianca, meron parang reviewer ng US history, gano'n. So, kailangan mo mag-aral ulit.
Okay.
Yes. Magbabayad ka na, mag-aaral ka pa. Okay, lesson number 2, you guys. Kailangan ng pera at kailangan ng utak. Okay? Hindi pwede ang ganda lang.
kailangan maraming pera.
Yes. Okay, yung kasi ang conception, isa sa mga conception ng
And then
pag
you're gonna
nasa-
get this.
ayan.
What's that?
This. Yung for the citizens.
Okay.
Ayan. So,
Yeah.
isa yon sa misconception na akala nyo kapag ka nasa US ka na, once you entered the land, the mainland, ang tawag nila, akala mo madali na lahat. No, you have to work and you have to study
Yeah.
and you need to have a lot of money kasi it's not it's not cheap. Okay.
Yeah, and it's
really
not
not.
just solely based on connections, regardless if you have your fiance there, your husband, or other relatives na nasa US, diba? It still doesn't guarantee you na like ma-approve ka for the
It really
citizenship.
doesn't.
Yeah.
Kasi even for us, yeah, my fiancé ako na at that time he was already a citizen. Kasi it really didn't matter. Kasi they still asked us for like references
Mhm.
and they still had to ask Yan, like, can you prove to us na like kaya mo i-support ikaw and the person that you're trying to petition. So, kailangan mapatunayan ni Jens na yung income niya from the military and the benefits that he's getting is enough to support the both of us.
Mhm.
So, iba pa yun. And then, if it's not enough, kailangan may iba pa kayong sponsor. Parang
Okay.
ganun.
Pero at that time, were you working na? Or like exploring the waters pa ba, kumbaga?
When I moved here na, kasi when you move here, hindi ka pwede mag-work agad. So,
Okay.
kailangan may work permit ka before you get your green card or you need to wait for your green card muna. Kasi you need to have your social security. You're not allowed to work until you get your social security card or number. And so, di ako nag-work. Pwede mag-work
Housewife.
legally.
Housewife.
Mhm.
And it's hard, ha?
That's why I got
Nakaka-boring
super
yung...
sad.
Kaya nga eh. Pero
Imaginein mo.
buti na lang, you still had the means talaga to support. If this financially, yung entire process, diba? Kasi wala ka pang work at that time.
Wala talaga. So, it was all just Jans. That's why nalungkot din ako noon nung kakamove ko lang. Siyempre, it was my first time. Kasi, before I moved, kasi I told you, diba, 22 ako umalis. For 22 years, katabi ko sa kama si Mommy matulog. Never ako
Aww.
humiwalay ng room. Never ako humiwalay ng room kay Mommy. So, yung first night na humiwalay ako ng room, sa ibang country agad.
And
So,
alone.
How did it
was a
feel?
huge adjustment. It was a huge adjustment. I was crying for months. I mean,
Aw.
even now, pag nami-miss ko sila, it's still weird. So, yun, it was so different. That's why, so I moved here February, diba? June of the same year, we got Chewy again. Kasi I needed...
Nag-adapt na sila.
Yeah.
someone. Mhm.
Aww.
Yeah, it was weird. Kasi, yun nga, diba? Ako lang yung babae, and I was the youngest, and I was really close with my mom. Magkatabi kaming matulog.
And it's scary, ha, to be alone in a different country where you don't know anybody except for a few people. And I think naranasan ko yun nung nag-stay ako sa Macau. I'm with my cousins naman, so okay lang ako kasi they're taking care of me. Pero pag nasa work na kasi sila, since iba yung work ko and my work was online-based, and sila, yung work nila is labor-based. So, wala akong kasama dun sa apartment. So, ang gagawin ko, lalabas ako. Pag lumalabas ako, natatakot ako kasi, sabi ko, iniisip ko lang, paranoid eh. Iniisip ko lang, paano kung may kumuha sa akin dito, walang nakakakilala sa akin. I'm not that fluent in Mandarin. Paano ko isasalba yung sarili ko? Yung ganun ba? So, imagine you're miles and miles and miles away from people who you've been living with for the rest, for like 22 years of your life.
Mhm.
Tapos biglang, parang ina-snap, biglang mag-isa ka na lang, tapos in a room na wala kang kasama. Diba? It's so scary. And hindi mo alam, parang kang, anong tawag dito, yung parang ang lakas, ang loud nung quietness.
Yeah. Oh, actually, ano yan, very, parang very big statement. Ang loud.
Yes, ang loud ng quietness.
Silence is so loud.
Yes.
So,
Oo, yun.
yeah, diba? Hindi ko alam kung tama yan. But yeah, anyway. So, since you mentioned na, diba, very close ka to your mom, and syempre you have your brothers here in the Philippines. So, parang technically, naging strong independent girl ka na, and you have to take care of your fiancé as well, diba? So, how was
I
that
think
like?
married na sila noon at that time.
Married na kayo nun?
We got married a month after I got here. We had to,
okay.
kasi it was only 90 days.
All right. So, ayun na nga. Then, you have to take care of your husband. And si Chewy, dahil nakuha niya na. So, how was it like yung being at home, taking care of them? Kasi I know that you also cook, you bake, diba? So, how was that kind of life for you na very independent ka na and you're free to do anything that you want?
She bakes nga pala. Na-miss ko bigla yung red
Parang
velvet.
amoy na amoy ko nga yung, yung muffins.
Na-miss ko yung
sa
red
screen.
velvet crinkles niya.
Well, it was so different kasi I didn't cook back home.
Mm.
Dito lang ako natuto.
Yes, hindi pa yung kumakain ng adobo, ha? Hindi ako kumakain ng
Hindi
adobo.
Hindi
Hindi ako kumakain ng gulay.
Bakit?
Hindi siya kumakain ng adobo. Hindi siya typical Pinoy. Ayaw niya ng adobo.
Pero kumakain ka na ba ngayon? Hindi pa rin.
Hindi pa rin. Ayoko talaga ng adobo. Hindi talaga. Hindi talaga ako kakain ng adobo. Hindi ko alam kung bakit. So, ayun. As in, hindi ako nagluluto dyan. Tapos, hindi ako naglilinis. Ganyan. Kasi
Princess siya.
kasama namin sa bahay. Si mami,
Yes.
tapos si nanay.
Si nanay masarap magluto.
So, hindi talaga ako kumikilos. Tamad, gano'n. As in, school, tapos work, tapos, yun lang. Yun lang ginagawa ko dyan. Kung maglilinis man ako, yung sa kwarto lang namin ni mami, that was it. Tamad, ganun, as in. So, pagka-move ko dito, it was so different. Kasi, if I'm not gonna do it, who's gonna do it?
Who will? Yeah. Okay. So, mas na-appreciate mo na ba yung mga appliances? Like vacuum? Or anything else?
I had to. Kasi, ngayon,
Sorry.
si mami, nagugulat din sa, as in, si mami, pag nakikita niya, naglinis ka? Nagluto ka? Ano mo yun?
Parang di rin ba makapaniwala si mommy na lumalaki ng kanyang baby girl, gano'n.
Yeah.
Bouncing baby girl.
Nagtataka din siya. Nagugulat siya talaga. Tapos minsan kailangan niya pang i-confirm kaya. Nagluto si Bebe? Nakakain ba?
Really
Pero,
sweet
yun,
pala si
kailangan ko
mommy.
talagang matuto.
Iba talaga ang magagawa sa'yo ng growth, no?
Mm-hmm.
Iba talaga.
Inilit ko.
Sometimes it teaches you the hard way. Yes, sometimes it teaches you the hard way. But either way, kahit na you get it easier, it's still hard kasi you'll be doing the process by yourself. And
Yeah.
no one can help you. Siguro, they can assist you, but the growth still, sa'yo pa rin yun nakasalalay.
Yeah. And if walang ganyang, parang for example, yung ganyang factor na she had to move out of the country to be with her husband now, hindi niya marirealize na kaya niya palang gawin yung mga bagay na ganyan, di ba?
I had to force myself.
Yeah,
No
feeling
one
ko
taught me
yun
how
lang.
to do this. I just had to.
Feeling ko yun lang yung isa sa impossible na naging possible sa kanya. Yung kumilos mag-isa kasi nga, very princess treatment yan sa kanila. Although kasi matagal na sila niyan, so parang in-expect na naming mag-end up sila together. So it's not new. It's not new. It's just that the difference is they're not with us. Kasi nga, nasa US na sila. Ayun. But, it's...
I think that's what, it was so weird then kasi when I moved here. So, before, like, paano ba? So, when I moved here, like, we had to get married a month after I got here.
Parang di ka pa
So-
nakaka-move on sa move mo, no? Biglang, I do po.
Hindi talaga. Tapos, before I moved, we didn't see each other for 3 years. Kasi hindi siya umuwi since he left. And hindi rin ako nakapunta dito since he left. So, we literally did not see each other for 3 years. As in, phone lang. LDR talaga for 3 years.
LDR limited
Tapos,
LD.
Tapos, diba? Tapos, when I moved here, kailangan pakasal kami agad. Sure ba tayo dyan? Parang ganun. Tapos, the last time we saw each other, mag-jowa pa lang tayo. Bawal nga tayong magstay sa isang
Kwarto.
Yeah.
True.
Diba? May ambil noon, like, nang kaming dalawa lang. Di pwede yun. Tapos sabihin mo sa akin, pag move ko dito, tayo lang? Parang ganun.
So how was it
It was
like
weird.
nung nag-move ka? Syempre you had to catch up all of those years, 'di ba? Kasi yung iba pa rin yung physical presence actually, 'di ba? Na have you experienced that rin ba being in an LDR relationship? Like nagkahiwalay pa kayo, Jory?
Hindi.
Kami we experience it. And ang
Sadly,
hirap din
hindi.
talaga. Sadly.
Uy, hindi. Pero I think ang na-experience ko, kasi even though, di ba matagal na kami ni Jory, alam naman ni Chayan, college pa lang din. Matagal na kami ni Jory. And then, ang na-experience ko lang siguro, since close din kasi kami nila mama, but nung namatay kasi si Papa, my mom had to work, di ba? So, biglang, kasi sanay ako si mama very hands-on, as in lahat. So, nung namatay si Papa, kailangan ni mama mag-work kasi nag-school pa yung kapatid ko. Ang na-experience ko nung nag-move in ako with Jory is homesickness. Homesickness kasi wala na akong nanay ko na, alam mo yung parang iba pa rin yung comfort ng nanay talaga. No? Wala akong nanay ko na pagising ko luto na. Although, pinagluluto ako ng mommy ni Jory, ng kapatid niya, si Jory. Iba pa rin yung homesickness kasi meron pa rin times na parang pagising ko, iba yung amoy ng bahay namin. Tas hinahanap ko yung amoy ng bahay namin nila mama. Yun lang yung experience ko. Pero hindi kami na LDR, sadly.
Sadly. Actually, ang hirap
Lagi siya
na.
nakasunod sa akin.
Alis ka na ngayon.
Hindi. Ang LDR lang namin nung nagmakaw ako. Pero few months lang yun eh. Tapos araw-araw siyang tumatawag.
How long was that?
2 months? 2-3 months, I think. 3 months lang. So, yun, na-miss naman daw niya ako. Pero kasi,
Pilitan pa siya.
hindi naman, every day naman siya tumatawag. Hindi rin kasi siya makaalis at that time kasi may sakit na si Papa noon. So, siya yung nagbabantay kay Papa.
Okay.
So, ayun. Na-miss naman daw niya ako. Medyo na-miss ko naman siya.
Medyo lang. Very expressive tong dalawang to.
Parang napilitan ka.
Kaya nga eh.
Pero ayun. Yun lang. Balik na tayo sa kanya.
Kaya nga. So, how was it like? Kasi I also know what it felt like being in an LDR relationship. Ako din naman like, I also went abroad to
Oo
work.
nga pala. Nag-OFW siya.
But here I am.
You're kapatid kay Brielle, di ba?
No, actually, she was
Kasama
with
niya.
me. Yun yung
Kasama mo siya.
okay naman. Pero iba pa rin, di ba? If your partner is not with you. So, and syempre, like yung
Hanap
little
na lang
family.
ng iba. Char.
Baliw. Yeah, that
Joke lang ha. Baka isipin nyo ganun ako
Pero not for long kasi he also visited Dubai nung nag-work kami. But, ayun. Anyway.
Ilang years ka ba dun?
1 year din.
Ang tagal.
I finished 1 year of work also. Kasi
Wala yung
pagdating ko
3
dun,
months namin. Parang ano lang yun, natulog ka lang.
kaya nga, actually, ang bilis. Parang looking back na, naka 1 year na ulit ako here in the Philippines. So parang, ang bilis.
Talaga ba?
No? Totoo, nung
Ang bilis,
July. Yeah.
Parang feeling ko nung July lang siya umuwi.
July of last year.
Wait.
And then, September na now.
Talaga ba?
1 year na. Mabilis. So, ayun nga, it's hard being away from your partner. Let alone, ayan pa kayo 3 years. Tapos, minsan, months pa kayo pala hindi nag-uusap. So, how was it
It's
like
not
na...
for the week, no?
Yeah, totoo.
It's not
Kaya
for
nga,
the week.
grabe yung goosebumps ko, di ba? Parang, ngayon ako nakarinig ng ganyan story. Since you mentioned na years apart kayo, di ba? And parang 18 pa nga lang sorry, paano ba i-pronounce yung name ni...
Yan.
Ni
Yans, di ba?
Y-A-N-S.
Yans. Okay. So, ang tagal yung di nagkita, tagal yung like, through video calls lang or sometimes
3 years.
sometimes no contact for months pa at all. So,
Letters lang.
yeah. So, how was it nung finally, siguro, sinundo kaya sa airport, diba? So, how was it nung nakita nyo na isa't isa finally and
Sinundo ka ba sa airport?
sinundo ka ba?
Hindi.
Ay, hindi pala.
Kasi,
Nagbago na pala. Joke
Hindi
lang.
kasi parang naka-ano yata, deploy ba tawag doon?
Ah, okay.
Naka-deploy siya.
Sige.
nasa Missouri siya.
Okay, let me rephrase my question. So, when you finally got there sa US and then when you finally saw each other in person, kasi iba yung giggle din I mean, siguro that
Paano yung
works.
gigil?
Hindi, pero siguro that's for us. Pero like, how was it for you? Hindi naman ganun. How was it for you guys? And knowing na sinabi mo, diba, like the moment you got there, a month after, di ba, you got married. So, what were the things that you did para mag-bonding kayo? Kasi, grabe to make up for the time na hindi kayo magkasama.
Mm-hmm. Kasi, ganito yan. Dumating ako February of 2019. So, first week ng February. Tapos, he was still in Missouri. So, he was still a couple states away. So, bumalik siya sa California March, like first week ng March. So, nasa California ako mag-isa. Like, hindi pa rin kami magkasama. So, nung sinundo namin siya sa airport,
Yung pangayon.
Baliktad pala.
Sorry. Baliktad. So, nung sinundo namin siya, it was so awkward. As in, sobrang awkward.
Yan yata yung papasok, maghahag ba tayo? Kikis ba kita?
Sample. Paano kanya binate?
Hi.
Binati niya ako. Pinat niya ako sa ulo.
Ano ba yan?
Pinat niya ako sa ulo. Tapos,
Naubo ako.
naka-cross lang yung arms ko. Tapos, sabi ko lang sa kanya, uy. It was so awkward.
Sabi ko pa naman, grabe yung love nila for each other. And then yung,
Gigil.
yung pala yung gigil nila.
Uy.
And pat sa head. Ito, girl.
Well, awkward din naman kasi nung kasama niya yata yung mother-in-law
ganon?
niya tsaka yung sister-in-law
Yeah, okay.
niya. So, nakaka-awkward din naman talagang ano.
Okay. Pero yun nga. So, after
kasi
that,
nga,
paano kayo
diba,
nag-bonding?
The last time we saw kasi nga, it was so awkward kasi the last time we saw each other sa airport, nung hinatid naman namin sila, nung paalis sila.
Mhm.
So, there, as in, grabe yung iyak ko nun. Tapos, that was the last time we saw each other. Kaya kami, tapos umiiyak. So, and pinag-usapan din namin yon na sabi namin, the next time we see each other, hindi na tayo iyak. Kasi, that's what happened the last time we saw each other. Grabe yung iyak ko talaga. Sobrang
Grabe siya
tagal kong
umiyak. Ang babaw ng luha niya. Sobra. Sobrang mababaw
Mabilis
luha
akong
niya.
umiyak.
Minsan kung tumatawa na lang kami, umiiyak siya eh.
Mabilis akong umiyak.
Oo.
Tapos, nung nagkita kami after 3 years, si Pami sa head, tapos sabi ko lang, oy. Tapos, that entire night, magkatabi kami sa car, tapos parang nagkakatinginan lang.
Hala!
Totoo ba to?
Gigil ha.
Pa din ba?
Oh my God!
Parang may screen. Pinagkano ba? May screen pa din ba? Ganyan. Kasi,
Totoong tao ka na ba?
Nagkakapaan pa.
sobra. Tapos, ayun, so after that, literally the day after, we went to church. Kasi, we had like a seminar sa priest na magkakasal sa amin. So, we went to church literally the day after. Tapos, after that, every day, nag-church kami. Kahit weekday ba yan. Nag-church kami. Tapos, kain lang kami ng kain.
Yun lang
Sobrang
naman banding mo
kain.
pagkasama mo si Cha. Kakain ka lang talaga kakain.
Pero tayo ibang gagawin. Kakain lang tayo.
Parang ano naman ako dun sa sinabi niya na this today, let's say for example, dumating na siya today, hindi kayo nag-uusap, and then the next day, you're talking about marriage na, and nasa
Parang
meeting na
makukulture
kayo.
shock ka
Parang,
dun eh.
how was it? Paano ang feeling mo noon? Like, di ba weird? Or like, eto na to? Like, nag-sync in na ba?
Kasi,
Pinch me, I'm dreaming. Ganun.
hindi naman. Kasi, siya kasi, di ba, feeling ko, ikot to sa ibang tao pag sinasabi nila to. But, I really wanna say it, and I think you're really big news. He's not like the other guys.
Mhm.
He's a girl.
Ibang-
Char. Joke.
He's
No,
really
but
not.
totoo.
Kasi iba yung, iba talaga yung approach niya sa mga bagay-bagay. So, I was his first. So, for him kasi, he's like date to marry. So, he knew from the start na papakasalan niya ako. And he knew from the start na parang for him kasi binigay ako sa kanya nung daddy niya. Kasi he realized na I'm the one for him nung retreat namin in high school. And during that retreat, sabi niya, he was just with his dad, he was just by himself, was talking to his dad, and then he just realized na he was just looking at me.
Mhm.
So, parang ganon. But, sabi niya na, yun na nga, may gusto na siya sa akin nung first year pa lang. So, he's date to marry. So, parang, from the start naman, we knew na we'd end up together. So, it wasn't weird for us na when we got to see each other again, we're talking about marriage agad.
Mhm.
So, we're used to it. We just really weren't used to being with each other. Kasi nga, we didn't see each other for 3 years. As in, screen lang. Sanay ako na ito lang siya. Sa phone lang siya. Ganyan. Hindi ako sanay na, ay, pwede kitang hawakan. Ganun.
Parang ang hirap pang makipag, hold hands or hug.
Yeah. Kasi as in, siguro mga first few days, nung nagkita kami, nag-uusap kami pero hindi kami magkatinginan ng diretso. Kasi, totoo ba to? Yung parang ganon. Kasi hindi kami nagkita ng super tagal. Hindi kami pinayagan. Hindi ako nakakuha ng visa pumunta dito just to visit him. Tapos, hindi rin siya pinayagan ng military to go back home. So, it was really hard. Pero, yung adjustment na, oh, we have to get married agad. I think that was the easy part kasi we knew from the start we'd get married.
I love love. I love love.
Ako kasi hindi, may mga wrong turns pa kasi ako nung college.
Yung tawa ni Cha, parang alam mo yun, may
Alam niya.
something to...
Pero okay lang, buti na lang.
Buti na.
Shout out sa'yo. Oo, ganun siya. So, ayun, yun lang. Buti na lang doon ako napunta kasi doon sa isa na mas stress ako, di ba?
Mm-hmm.
So, yun.
Good stress na to, good stress.
Oo, good stress na siya. So, yun na nga. At least sila, the first time they got it right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so, di ba, before, nung pagkalipat nyo dyan, hindi pa kayo nakakakuha ng apartment nyo before? Mm.
We were with his mom and his sister. So, yung bahay na yun, nakapangalan kay Yan's mom. Sa mom niya. So, parang pareho sila doon. So, yeah, doon kami. Then, a year and a half later, nag-move kami sa Arizona to start our own. Parang kumbaga neutral ground. Pareho kaming nag-start over. Kasi, yun yung parang naging compromise namin. Kasi ako, I moved here from the Philippines to be with him. To start over, left everything behind. Tapos, siya, doon pa rin yung sister niya, yung mom niya. Tapos, parang kumbaga he's still within his comfort zone. So, when we moved to Arizona, that was our neutral ground. As in, we both started from scratch when we moved here. Kasi we were both away from everyone. Like, start over tayo.
Also, mahal kasi ang di ba sa California, mahal ang cost of living compared to Arizona, tama ba?
Sobra. Kasi, paano ba? Kahit saan naman, it's that people think it's easier for us. Kasi $1 yung kita namin. $1 din yung gastos namin eh.
Yes, exactly. Totoo. At saka, I think...
Uy, ang yaman mo naman.
Oo.
Sa isang buwan, $5,000. Okay, $5,000 sweldo mo sa isang buwan.
Iko-convert kasi nila sa utak nila yan.
Yeah.
Oo, like, uy, ang laki yan, $5,000 sa isang buwan. Laki nun ah. Okay, ang rent namin, $2,000.
At saka hindi pa, iba pala yung yung process ng pag-rent sa kanila dito sa atin. Apparently, it's much easier to rent houses here than in America. Diba?
How is it?
I've never
Parang?
rented there.
Okay.
And I mean yung pag-buy ng house. Mas ma-process
Pag-buy ng house,
dyan.
yeah, it's different.
Mm-mm.
It's different. That's why, I mean, right now we don't want to buy a house yet kasi sobrang taas pa ng market. So, sobrang competitive pa ng market, so we don't want to buy yet. And
Election pa naman.
At saka, you wanna wait na, alam mo yun, makakita kami ng place na, or ng area na makikita talaga namin na, okay, this is where you want our kids to grow up. Parang ganun. At saka, right now, kami pa lang. Kami pa lang naman. Hindi pa kami nabibiyayaan, but, yeah, kami pa lang. So, parang, we don't see na important na magbabahay kami sa ngayon. So, I think yung apartment living, iba naman kasi yung mga apartment dito eh.
They're one of the dinks. Double income, no kids.
We're dinkwad. We're dinkwad.
Dinkwad?
Kasi
For those na hindi nakakaalam ng dinkwad.
Double income, no kids, with a dog.
Yes.
Pero uso nga pala yun ng
iba
mga
pa rin
ganyan,
kasi
no?
kahit 'di ba yung apartment living nyo pa rin, iba pa rin yung anong tawag dito? Ano yung struggle nung maglilipat kayo? Ano yung struggle na experience nyo and how did you overcome that nung maglilipat na kayo ng house?
When we were moving, kasi kami lang. So, we had a Ford Explorer before. We fit everything in that car. As in everything na we own. Kung hindi kasha, sell it. We'll just get a new one when we move to Arizona. So, we lived in our car for 2 weeks. That's what people didn't know. So, we lived there for 2 weeks. And then, so within that 2 weeks, we were like, searching for an apartment. Tapos, my boss, he said, kasi he's based in Arizona. So, he just told me, why don't you move to Arizona? Okay. So,
Ang dali kausap.
yun. Yeah, dali ako kausap. Kasi we were young and
Figure things out
I mean,
pa.
that was the plan. That was the plan, just to start over. So, someone offered move to Arizona. Okay, sounds like a plan. So, naghanap ako ng apartment sa Arizona, Phoenix, ganyan. So, we moved to that apartment blindly. Like, we didn't know the area. We didn't know what the apartment looks like. We didn't know how it's like there. We really didn't know. We just signed everything online, signed a contract, paid everything. Moved there. So, when we moved, I was like, okay. That was it. We were there for 2.5 years before we got this other apartment. We got this new one. And we've been here for a year now.
Wow. Happy house anniversary.
Yeah.
Pero I wanted to ask something din kasi since we're talking about misconceptions din, diba? For like migrating abroad. And you mentioned na din kanina like you earn in dollars, diba? But what they don't know is kung magkano din ba talaga how things are over there.
Yes.
So kasi dito din sa Philippines, like for example, in our previous episode na they already know that we work as freelancers. So, medyo alipin po kami ng dolyar din dito. Madami na agad.
Actually, hanggang ngayon, alipin ako ng dolyar.
Oo, same. Pero kasi, that, yung sinabi din ni Yuri kanina, di ba, auto-convert.
Kapag may kausap ka na from the Philippines.
And that's how I was also when I was in Dubai. Like, auto-convert, especially nung nakabalik ako dito. So, one of the misconceptions din, whether it's like, in my case, nag-live ako and work abroad, and then ikaw, you migrated to the US. Like, totoo ba na, kapag nasa ibang bansa ka, like, mas malaki daw talaga yung kita? Like, is it really not possible to achieve here in the Philippines? Knowing na, I think nag-work ka din dito, no? For, like, here sa Philippines, in corporate, did you work?
Photography kasi talaga gusto niya ever since.
Yun,
So, yun yung pinursue niya.
Like, yun nga, yung misconception na since you're earning in dollars, like, if you look at it in a, like, here from a Philippines point of view, like ang laki, like ang grand, hindi ka nahihirapan financially and all of that stuff. What can you say about that? Ano yung experience that you can share na parang, no, it's not easy. We still have to do things and like, work hard for it. Ganon.
It's really not. It's really not the same. And it's really not what they think. So, yes, we do earn in dollars. So, I think I'm just, kasi I don't have a job right now. I mean,
Mhm.
I don't have a job na I have to go out. I don't have an employer. I am my employer.
Mhm.
I'm my own boss.
And totoo
So,
yan ha.
I
Pag
can
nagsastart ka ng business, ikaw talaga lahat.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. So I can only compare it to what I'm earning as a business owner. So for photography, yung rates ko dito, sobrang different ng rates ng photographers dyan
Sa
sa Philippines.
Philippines.
Mhm.
But, so, paano ba? I do earn in dollars, pero kasi I also spend in dollars. Kahit na sabihin natin na, like what I said earlier, yeah, I'm earning 5,000. Let's say I'm earning 5,000 a month, but my rent is like 1750 a month.
Mhm.
Tapos, I also
Groceries
need to pay
pa.
for the car, utilities, insurance, which is a requirement here in
Yeah.
the US. Everyone needs to have an insurance, pati sa cars, even with cars. Tapos, just all the bills. So, everything's in dollars too.
Pero
So, parang it makes up for the living, cost of living.
yeah, but like parang hearing it from Cha, diba? It's technically the same here at the
Yeah, it's
Philippines.
the
Bills ko
same.
lang din,
Yeah.
pero yung
Iba lang yung environment
Oo,
niya,
parang the
yung
fact that you're in a
culture
different
na,
environment,
yes.
parang feeling nila, it's better over there kasi like maybe na-experience nila like ang hirap maybe dito sa Philippines, which is kind of true. I mean, I experienced that too. Grabe yung taas ng prices now. Like if I compare it now, 'di ba, sa Dubai and all that, ang
If you
grabe
compare
dito.
it actually from the past years, yung bilihin from the past years sa ngayon, it's mas mataas.
Mhm.
But it's the same with them kasi
Yeah.
meron din silang recession, nagbabago din, lalo ngayon, election.
Mhm.
So, nadi-divide pa yan kasi kung mananalo is Democrat or yung Republican, di ba? And it's a big thing sa kanila. Unlike sa atin na parang nag-aaway lang tayo, depende sa politician.
True.
Sa kanila kasi it depends kung paano magpo-progress din talaga yung economy nila. Which is sa atin din, ganun din naman. But the difference is hindi naman natin tinitignan yun. I mean, most of us.
Na-overlook lang. Parang more
Yes.
on the person na to. Hindi,
Yes, totoo,
hindi
totoo.
the platform or something.
So, yun. Meron ka
But
bang...
I think what I can say is mas possible dito.
Mm.
Kasi when I was there, I didn't think it was possible. So parang hindi ko nakita yung sarili ko na mag-move out ng nung maaga or whatever. Hindi ko nakitang makakuha ako ng mas malaking opportunity back home. Kasi I was a photographer wala na sila ngayon for picture company sa Alabang. Before that, I was a graphic artist.
They're known.
Sorry,
They're known.
sobrang nostalgic lang ng picture company in town. Parang, grabe. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Go.
Tapos, before that, like right after college, I was a graphic artist for Nice Print.
Okay.
So, yeah. So, yung sweldo doon sa both companies,
Cannot
hindi ko talaga
compare.
nakita yung sarili ko na mag-move out ako kay mommy.
Mhm.
So, I was just there with mommy, with kuya, and yun lang. Parang feeling ko aasa lang ako sa kanila. And when I moved here, parang, yeah, I'm working for myself. Or, yeah, I'm working and I think it's just easier here for opportunities. Kasi I'm gonna be honest, mas madaling maghanap ng work. Kasi dyan sa Philippines, may cut off yung age diba? Kasi, like, even mommy, she wants to work pero she can't work na. Kasi daw, 60 na siya or whatever. So, parang ganon. But, dito, tatanda na, nag-work na sila.
Yeah.
just because they're bored or just because they want more benefits or they want just to do something parang ganon, just to make something out of their time. But minsan hindi naman na nila kailangan mag-work. Pero sa Philippines, kailangan pa rin nila ng work pero wala nang tumatanggap sa kanila. So I think the opportunities, it's a lot better here. And mas posible. That's all I can say. It's possible here. If whatever you want to do, it's possible here.
So, sign mo na to. Kung nanonood ka, sign mo na to. Kumuha ng AFAM.
Makapag-book nga ng tickets.
It's your sign.
Balik na lang kaya ako sa
No, but ano nga, what can you advise para dun sa mga taong gusto nang umalis ng Pilipinas?
Ouch.
but without the fiance, without the AFAM, you know, just by themselves, na gusto nilang umalis ng Philippines and to look for an opportunity there. What can you advise?
Lakasan mo loob mo. Kasi you're gonna be away from your family. It's not easy. Lalo na kung close ka sa family mo. Ganyan. It's not gonna be easy. Kasi ako, lumalaki yung mga pamangkin ko. Like sina Ice. And meron akong dalawa pang pamangkin, si Anika and Amira. Nagsuschool na si Anika. I haven't even seen her. So, parang gano'n. Lumalaki sila, nakita. Tapos, sila nanay, sila mommy. They're growing old and
You're not with them.
But you don't know how long they're gonna be here pa, diba? And I still haven't seen them. I haven't seen them since I left. So it's been 5 years. Almost 6 years. So I think ano lang yan, patibayan ng sikura. Ganun. Kasi dito siguro basta malakas loob mo. Kaya mo. Kaya mo talaga. Kasi actually, si Jans kasi meron pang isa pang work. So he's a compliance manager for a company here. I worked there part-time nung slow season ko sa photography just because I was bored and I just wanted to do something. I worked there and lakas ng loob. Nagtanong si Jans, like, are you guys looking for another staff? Ganyan, kasi my wife wants to work. So, I just asked them then, like, they asked me to, ganyan. So, okay, I want to do it. It was my first job here in the US na I have to deal with other people. Or I have to deal with other people. So, it was different. But, yun na. Lakasan lang ng loob. And, siguro isipin mo lang kung ano talaga yung gusto mong gawin.
Yeah.
Kasi, ang hirap manghula. Mahirap manghula na, okay, this month, let's do retail. Next month, maybe I want to do something na ako lang. Maybe I want to start my own business. That didn't work out. Let me try something else. Trial, ang hirap kasi ng trial and error lang. Siguro, set your goals and it's possible. Mas madali dito.
Also, isa sa misconceptions kasi, since, you know, we're Asians, and very distinct ang features ng Asians compared to white. So, have you experienced different classes of racism there?
Oh, yeah.
How would you describe it, the experience? Like, give us a scenario.
Okay, so yung dun nga sa work niyan, nagdun ako dun before. It's a firearm industry. So, it's a shooting range. So, syempre, mga 280 or 7 naman. And, usually, mga ano yun mga vets or mga
Retired na, no?
matatanda na. And, So, they come up to me and yun, they're gonna ask you some questions. They're gonna respond clearly. Tapos, they're gonna hit you with, what are you trying to say? Can't even understand you. You're not from here, huh? Pero pag kinausap ko yung ibang tao, naiintindihan nila ako ng maayos. So, it was just some people. As in...
How do you
some
respond
people.
kapag ganun yung sinasabi nila sa'yo? Do you just walk away?
No, I don't walk away. Like, ano ba? Kasi when that happened, medyo bago pa ako nun eh. Pero, ako kasi yung tipo ng tao na I'm not gonna let other people step on me like that.
Mm-hmm.
Lalo pag alam kong tama ako.
Mhm.
So, yun, ina-explain ko sa kanya. I think he just said that because he didn't like my answer. Kasi he was wrong. He was in the wrong. So, inulit ko lang yung sinabi ko. Tapos, he just kept saying na hindi niya ako maintindihan. Like, I don't understand what you're trying to say. I'm sure you're not from here. Yung parang ganon.
Does it
Yeah,
matter?
I'm not from here.
Does it matter if I'm not from here? I'm speaking your language, dude.
Grabe no, talagang wala lang. Some people, may mga ganun talaga.
Karen, totoo
They're
pala
Not
yun.
just in the US,
Different.
diba? Meron din naman dito.
Pero very rare kasi dito sa atin, lalo na kapag yung ganyan ba na instance, kasi alam mo naman dito sa Pilipinas, pag nakakita ng foreigner,
Sabagay.
very sila, di ba? Very wow.
Parang ang taas ng tingin
Oo,
bigla
oo.
no?
So, at saka yung mga ganyan, na pag, ewan ko, siguro for me, very rare kung nararanasan yung ganyang treatment from our fellow men. Tapos, yun pa nga, very sila, very wow, ganun, parang maganon. Parang, basta hindi ko ma-explain yung
Parang
tamang
Pokemon
term.
yung yung foreigner.
Parang wow,
Yeah.
yung tingin nila kapag nakakita sila ng foreigner. Unlike kasi sa ibang bansa na parang ang baba ng tingin nila sa atin.
Yeah, and that yung experience ni Cha, like verbal nga. Yung iba, diba, like they result to physical actions
Yes, oo
talaga.
nga.
Like some people na yung matatanda na sinasaktan pa physically, which is grabe, sobrang heartbreaking when you see that.
It happened. It was
Pero hindi naman sa'yo.
living here. Hindi naman. Pero it happens. Tapos, meron din isang scenario with a client actually.
Ooh.
Yeah. She didn't know na I'm Asian. Tapos, she booked with me kasi daw she liked my work, ganyan. But, thing is, siya takad. Does that sound white to you?
No.
No, it's not. Diba? It's not. It's not. Tapos, ito naman,
Baka she thinks you're Mexican. Kasi 'di ba?
Pero I don't... yeah, sorry, go ahead.
I mean, they're still not white.
Yeah, exactly.
Tapos, yeah. Tapos, when we got to a session, as in, every time I give them like prompts or poses, whatever, she hits me with, what? What are you trying to say? Oh, she said, put your hands over me. Oh, she said, lean. Oh, what did you say? She was trying to mock me. She was trying to mock me, but the guy basta after the session, may comment pa siya na, kasi diba ako pa nga yung nag-sorry na sorry, hindi mo ako maintindihan masyado ha. Tapos,
Sorry, tanga
the
ka.
guy was
Yung
so
ganun.
nice. Yeah, the guy was so nice. But, sabi niya pa, na parang, yeah, it's fine, I'm sorry, but it was just easier to talk to you through email.
Huh?
I think it's because, yeah, sabi niya, I think it was easier to talk to you through email or like messaging.
Why? Kailangan
parang
ba?
sila-
Kailangan ba may subtitle ka?
Alam mo, chinachat GPT ko yung mga sagot ko sa'yo.
Hay, may kilala akong ganyan. Chinachat GPT yung reply. Pero from other times.
Diba? As in, parang, hello, excuse me, sobrang conversational kong makipag-usap sa email, sa mga
Tapos
clients,
pa,
ganyan.
kung hindi nyo nai-imagine ha, sobrang lambing pa ni Cha magsalita. As in, very slow siya magsalita. Kung gaano ko kabilis magsalita, gaano siya ka-slow magsalita. Hindi ko alam bakit kami naging friends.
Hindi naman.
Friends kami before pa ako pumasok ng LPU, as in, nagkakilala kami sa Tumblr. So, doon kami nag-start. Kaya, nung pagdating namin doon sa school, magka-friends na kami. And nasa likod kami pinakamaingay.
Mhm.
So, yung mga nagsasabi sa kanya, I don't understand it. That's completely racism. Kasi, you will completely hear every word she will say. Kasi nga, ang bagal ni siya magsalita and malumanay siya magsalita. Hindi siya yung katulad yun na, you have to explain this. Wait, hold on. I can't understand. Can you repeat that from the top? Mostly kasi sa clients namin, ganun yun kapag nagbe-brainstorm na kami na ideas. Kapag nagsasalita na ako, ganun na ako magsalita. Mabilis na. Sabihin nila, okay, wait. Let's start this from the top, one by one. Gaganon na sila. Kasi nga, fast ako mag-talk. Yun yung complete opposite namin ni Cha.
Okay. So, since we already know na 5 years ka na, di ba? Sa
Yeah, 5 years.
US. Grabe yung homesickness. And, kasi, even if, like,
Tsaka
regardless kung gaano katagal.
parang dumaan siya sa hindi naman siya butas ng karayom, pero
Mhm.
parang ganun kahirap. Kasi yung, alam mo, iba yung impact sa'yo ng disappointments,
Yeah.
ng rejections eh.
Mhm.
So, yun, siguro nag-a-adapt yun.
Kaya.
Akala ko kasi madali. Kasi may fiancé na siya dun eh, so akala ko it's easy.
Mhm.
Hindi pala.
Yeah. Eh, yun na nga. Yan na. The fact na may fiancé siya,
Yun
mahirap
din.
na what more pa, di ba?
Yeah.
If wala ka talagang connection.
Akala din nila na it was easier for me to move here kasi nandito si Jens. So, akala nila like born and raised si Jens dito. No, kung
Mm.
hindi nyo alam, si Jens from the Philippines din siya. So, born and raised in the Philippines, we were there. He just moved here 3 years before I did.
Mhm.
So, it wasn't that long ago.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
he got his citizenship from the military. That was it. He just got his citizenship from the military, not because he was born and raised here. So, it wasn't easy for him either.
And everything else is just like pure hard work also. Hindi siya by
Mhm. Hard work.
like luck or by privilege.
And money.
Yeah, hard work and
Mhm.
money talaga.
It wasn't just privilege kasi we both started from zero. We got this far without any help from
Anyone's help.
anyone.
Yes.
Mhm. Kasi,
That's completely.
yeah, so he petitioned me, again, diba, sabi ko nga kanina, he had to prove that he can support the both of us. So that was all from his hard work. Kasi he had to prove na financially, kaya niya kami pareho.
Mhm.
So, sobrang overtime niya yun. Sobrang daming work or like ipon talaga. And wala kaming help from parents or anyone. Kami lang lahat yun. So, I think yun yung super proud ako kay Jens na nakuha niya ako, na nakarating ako dito all because of him lang. Walang
Aw.
tulong ng kahit sino. Siya lang talaga. As in, it was just all his hard work. He just really wanted to be with me. He just really wanted me to be here with him. So, that was all just him.
I think one of their biggest privileges is each other. Ang hingi naman ng G. Diyos ko po.
Totoo. Their privileges.
So anyway, yun na nga.
Mhm.
Privilege, one of their main privileges is,
Mhm.
Diyos ko,
Go,
may
girl.
ng jeep, pero pang bumutpot. Anyway, yun na nga. For the third time, their
Mhm.
biggest privilege is their each other talaga.
Yeah.
Iba ang teamwork. Kasi
Mhm.
it makes everything lighter.
And
Kahit
from,
na ang hirap.
totoo. And from the way I see it, like, syempre, like now we only see each other online kasi obviously you're there.
Mhm.
It
Punta na
looks
daw
like,
kasi tayo
oo
doon.
nga eh.
Ito na kasi
Tayo,
kayo.
next year. Like you guys seem so happy kasi syempre di ba you also share snippets of your days and your life, so parang hearing your entire story of from the earliest stages of your relationship, yung high school pa lang, and then now you're married and over there, so parang worth it talaga ba, kumbaga, kasi magkasama na kayo and you're living happily over there. So, pero kasi kanina kinikwento din ni Cha, like, yung homesickness niya, yung the things that she had to sacrifice, kasi,
Mm-mm.
nung ako naman, nung time na yon parang hirap na hirap ako kasi, ang dami nagtanong din. Nobody knows that I went to Dubai.
Akala
And-
bakasyon ka lang,
Oh
te.
my, actually. Well, that was, kasi yung sinasabi ni Cha, they all had to work for it. Ako naman, I'm very lucky and very privileged kasi my mom is working there na. So parang nadala niya kami easily there. And luckily, like paglapag na paglapag, may work na agad. So, which is, no, not in the plan talaga. But,
Pero ang hirap, di ba?
ang hirap, and for another for another day, which was
Yes.
very heavy and dramatic. Light lang tayo na.
Ayun.
Pero yun nga, and then coming back, so parang yung biggest sacrifices pa lang na pag-alis mo is
Heavy.
ang dami na eh, 'di ba? Like well, sa akin kasi my Brielle is with me, pero 'di ba, my fiance is here, so hindi pa rin siya the same, parang iba pa rin yung feeling na magkakahiwalay. So
Mhm.
si Cha, dahil hindi pa siya nakakabalik ulit ng Philippines, kasi ako na ano ka na eh, na nagkapag-rekindle na ba, kasi nandito na ulit ako, so there's a lot of time. So si Cha, like, along the way, I'm not sure, pero I know and I can feel na there are a lot of things that you had to sacrifice din naman, aside from your family, Kasi given na yan eh, because you're now married, ganyan. So what are the other things that you had to sacrifice along the way para makarating ka dyan sa point na yan na nandyan ka na in the US? Meron ba? And if you can share what those are, para lang then, para ma-realize ng ibang listeners natin na these things happen also. So, go ahead.
Parang me too, ganon.
Oh.
Mhm. So, kasi I think I thought of it this way. Moving here, syempre kahit naman saan ka pumunta, 'di ba? You only have an allotted weight for your baggage.
Mhm.
So yung excess, I had to leave all those behind. Kung hindi ko kailangan, sorry. You can just stay there. So, I think I let go of a lot of
Sakpan ng
things.
sabi?
Especially
Kasi-
friendships. Mhm.
Oh, French.
Friendships. Okay.
Friendships. Ang dami. I had to cut loose para mabawasan yung weight. So it's easier.
Akala ko yung babawasan yung friends mo.
Well, but
Yun
did
na
you
nga.
say bye? Parang may closure ba? Or like,
That's for another
completely-
pod.
Ay, another pod ba yun? Okay. May part
So,
2 pala.
yun nga yung baggage. Hindi kasi alam ni
Yun
Cha,
na nga.
pag magtutour kami before, dala nila mga backpack, di ba? Tapos another bag lang, parang duffel bag. Ako, ang dala ko, girl, maleta. Tatapos sa kanya. Kasi yung mga sapatos ko, box yan siya.
Eh, kasi nga, ang
Sana
liit
dinala
niya.
mo
So,
ng wardrobe
kailangan
mo.
lahat heels.
Yes, totoo. So anyway, yun na nga. So, yun, bukod dun sa mga baggage na kailangan mong ano ba yun? Itapon.
Itapon.
Friendship. Okay, so baggage and then friendship. Kailangan mo magbawas ng
Yun yung
friends.
excess baggage ko. Yun yung excess baggage
Yung friends?
ko. Friendships. Unnecessary
Oh.
friendships.
unnecessary.
Unnecessary
Necessary
people.
naman pala.
Mhm. Unnecessary friendships.
May issue na
And-
naman kami, hindi ako yun. Kasama nga namin siya sa pod eh. That's for another pod.
Mhm. Siguro
And then,
yun.
what
Yun yung,
else?
yun yung extra baggage na I had to leave behind. Yung mga taong hindi mo na kailangan sa buhay mo. Ganun. I just let loose, cut them off. Ganun.
Sad.
Personally, I think there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's just life.
Nothing
Parang
wrong
you
with
don't
that.
have to cling to everyone you have
If-
known ever
Mhm.
since you were a child.
Lalo na if toxic sila, ganun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dati hiyang-hiya ako sabihin yan na I was cutting people off. No? Ngayon, hindi
True.
na.
Very people pleaser
okay
tayo
with that.
dati, no?
Yeah. Dati hiyang-hiya ako na, hala, I'm not talking to them anymore. Is that okay? Fuck yeah, that's okay. Sorry.
Okay lang.
But yeah,
Go ahead.
that's
We say
okay.
bad words
Be
here.
free.
Yeah. So, ayun ha. That's a few of the things that you have to take in consideration kung magma-migrate kayo. Bukod sa homesickness at sacrifices for the family, you have to sacrifice excess unnecessary baggage. Okay? Malinaw tayo
Underline.
dyan ha. Malinaw. Read between the lines. So, ayun na nga. I think that's everything. Yun na ba? Or may itatanong ka pa sa kanya?
Oh, I'm good. Actually, natuwa nga ako sa story. Parang grabe yung goosebumps ko kanina, no?
Oo.
Kung na-picturean ko lang pala. But grabe. Thank you so much for sharing your experience. I'm sure madami din makakuha ng idea if, they have plans to migrate abroad.
Yes.
diba?
And thank you for sharing your unfiltered life with us. Kasi akala ng iba, once you're in America, everything
Yeah.
is on silver plate, like party, wines and glasses. But it's not. Not everything is rainbows and butterflies, but it's the same as our life here in the Philippines. Not everything is rainbows and butterflies. The only difference is, I think lang ha, the only difference is when you're living alone, anywhere you are in the world, you have to make your own sacrifices for
Yeah.
growth. Mm-mm.
And you will never grow unless you step outside of your comfort
Yes.
zone, diba?
Yes, totoo. So si Cha ang comfort zone niya is her family, and she had to leave that all behind just to pursue her own little family na ngayon, 'di ba? So, yun, that's what matters. At least you see how she grows, how we all grow, and that's the important thing talaga. If is to live independently and make sure na you're not stagnant to where you are.
And at least yung basta masaya ka sa
Yes,
ginagawa mo.
totoo.
Diba?
Oo. So, ayun, ikaw may last words ka pa ba para sa pod na
Piece
to?
of advice, inspiration to other listeners out there.
Get an afam. 90 Days Fiancé.
Sumali na lang sila sa show, no?
Oy, oo nga, no. Dating sites na lang. Sure.
Tinder
But
Pro.
ikaw,
Or
what
ano
do,
ba yun
what do
to?
you...
Is that a thing?
Mm.
Siguro, it's, I lost my train of thought. What was I trying to say? What was the question again? I lost my train of
Anong
thought.
masasabi mo or piece of advice?
Yeah. So, it doesn't matter where you are. Siguro kahit nasa Philippines ka, kahit anong bansa pa yan. Doesn't matter where you are. As long as you set your mind to do something for yourself, you can do it. Doesn't matter kung
na-inspire ako.
kumikita ka ng dollar. Doesn't matter kung nasa US ka kumikita ka ng dollar. Doesn't matter kung nasa Philippines ka kumikita ka ng dollar or ng peso. It doesn't matter kung magkano yung sinasweldo mo. If you set your mind to do something that you want to do for yourself, if you know that this is something I really want to do, this is how I want my life to go, or this is the path I want to take for myself or for my family, for the family I want to make, you can do it. Doesn't matter where you are, what you are doing right now, you can do it.
Aw,
Yeah.
that's a very sweet and wise advice. Actually, na-inspire ako. Mapupush na tuloy ako ng mga pinaplano ko dahil sa sinabi.
Marami siya. May open na siyang business very, very soon.
Baka may jinx next time na lang. Ay, wow, ang cute naman. Kasi usually, if you tell your friends about it, di ba yung friends pa usually yung mga excited
Bakit?
about it?
Oh, wait.
Kaya, genuine na happiness
Sabi
yun.
ko nga lang kay Joey, sabi ko, susunod dyan lagi nung nakaganyang ribbon si Arya kasi ano.
Yes, oo. Pero, thank you so much, Cha, for being our first ever guest here on the pod.
Hoy, and madaling araw sa kanya. So,
Yeah, 12.
Yeah, it's 2
adjust
a.m.
talaga siya.
Start.
Alam niyo ba, sabi ko sa kanya, sabi ko, hindi ko alam kung paano, kasi parang ayokong i-take up yung time niya kasi kung gigising pa siya ng 12:00 para mag-adjust
Yeah.
sa time natin. Pero sabi niya, hindi rin naman ako natutulog eh.
Very hardworking talaga naman.
Oo. So, ayun, thank you everyone for listening to this pod. Sana marami kayong natutunan. Kung naghahanap kayo ng sign para kumuha ng AFAM, I guess this is it. No, just kidding aside. No matter where you are, yung destiny mo, I think, will impact a big part of your life kapag you start doing things for yourself and by yourself. So, ayun lang.
Well said.
Proven and tested na siya. Huwag kang matakot to step out of your comfort zone. Maybe that's the only step that you need to make a change for your life. Ayun, thank you
Siguro
all.
one last
Thank you
thing.
so.
Can I
Huh?
say one last thing?
Yeah, go
Okay.
ahead.
Siguro, kasi I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Yans. So, siguro, for anyone na my partner then in life, doing all these things with someone, siguro i-add ko na rin yun. Doesn't matter kung nasan kayo pareho ngayon. Kasi we started with nothing then. Na sabi nga ni Yuri kanina, susunduin ako ni Yans from Dasma to Gentry.
To Gentry.
Tapos uuwi kami pareho sa Bacoor. We didn't have a car. Nagko-commute
Yeah.
kami.
Mm.
And minsan sakto lang yung baon namin or yung pamasahe. So, bilang na bilang yun. Tapos, minsan, if you wanna have merienda sa SM, we're getting the big Asteron from the supermarket. I think it was
Aw.
15 pesos. And
Yeah,
that was
that
it.
time.
Or,
25
It's
na ata
25 na today.
Yeah, 25 na girl.
see, it was 15 pesos back then. Tapos, if not that, siguro, if may extra, mas malaking extra, we're getting the 55 peso. Yung, alam niyo yung dalawang slice ng pizza sa Pizza Hut?
Yes.
Wala
Oo,
na.
wala
Yun
na ngayon yun.
See, that's what we had before for merienda, if we have extra. So, that was it. And we had nothing at all. Yun yung date namin. Pupunta siya sa bahay. We're gonna watch a movie. We had a sari-sari store back then. So, kukuha kami ng chips dun sa tindahan. Kukuha kami ng soda dun sa fridge. That was it. That was our merienda. That was our date. Tapos, we didn't have a car. So, wherever we wanna go, magko-commute kami. Tapos, may curfew pa. So,
Minsan pag
madalian lahat.
marami-raming allowance, no, magla-lunch tayong kasabay siyan sa McDo.
Mhm.
But we're only gonna get the chicken fillet because
So, that's still 50 pesos.
Oo.
Yeah.
Wala pang 100.
Yes,
dati,
before
diba?
49
It
pesos
was
kapag
50.
gusto mo may
Yeah.
drink, 60 pesos. Yes.
Mhm.
Totoo.
Yan. Pag may budget konti.
Mm-mm.
Yun. Yun na yun. As in, so, we started from zero and now na, alam mo yun, count your blessings. So,
Mhm.
Oh, nakaka-proud kasi siguro
Yeah.
isa ako sa naka-witness ng earlier stages nila and then
Mhm.
look at them now.
Aww.
Oo.
Uwi na kayo
oh,
dito.
yun yung iiyak
Joke.
ako.
So,
Alam mo yan?
ayun na nga.
Sabi ko na,
Tigilan na
matatapos
natin
natin
to.
to nang hindi ako iiyak eh.
Tigilan na natin
Umiyak.
to. Baka sa next episode, iiyak ako. Hala. So anyway, yun na nga. Catch our next episode next week.
Yeah.
We also have a guest, si Cha ulit, but we're talking about something different naman, very different. Kasi we talked about how she migrated and common misconceptions. Ngayon naman, we're gonna talk about something that's not new. Kumbaga, hindi to bagong balita para sa mga taong nakakakilala sa amin at nasa paligid namin.
Mhm.
Controversy.
Yes, but siguro maraming nag-iisip kung paano kami nagsimula ulit, and we'll talk about that next episode.
Yeah. So
Yes.
better watch out for that.
Well,
Thank
they're
you so
probably
much.
surprised why we did this. Hindi nila alam kung bakit nag-usap
Yes,
tayo
hindi
ngayon.
nila alam. Oo.
May face reveal na yan
Yes.
pag release ng episode.
So yun, thank you so much and see you all next episode.
Bye!